Folks, we've got a very serious discussion here. I think Mr. Kay brought that out very well initially, and it's certainly being repeated over and over. So we got to figure out what we can do about it. Something tells me you all have some good ideas and perhaps a written plan, white paper, on what not just what we need to do over the next 10 years, but even over the next 2 or 3 immediately, right? We have one mining company of rare earths elements in the United States, MP in Southern California, one processing refinery, I believe owned by MP. Now, China provides 70% of the world's rare earths. What are we doing, right? So this is a very important meeting, and hopefully this is just the beginning. I have a bill, and frankly, looking at it now, I think this just scratches the surface, offering for rare earth elements production tax credits, $9 within on a ton of coal for refuse, $20 per kilogram on REEs extracted and sold from coal, $3 tax credit per barrel on brine water that we're about to introduce, and et cetera, a couple of others. Now, I'm not sure that is going to do the trick. It might be a step in the right direction. Mr. Kay, what are your thoughts on some of my comments here?
I think if you hit the nail on the head, it goes this way. 15 years it's taken for us to do nothing while the Chinese have dominated. They and their government have been extremely supportive of their ability to create world dominance in this, and it was part of a strategy because they think in that context. First thing we need to think about is creating a stockpile. Why a stockpile? If we have a strategic oil reserve, then we need to have a strategic critical mineral reserve. What we intend to do, just to comment on it, is we intend to deliver a reasonable amount of gallium by the end of this year. That means that we will stockpile the other rare earths, perhaps on a military base, which is part of an executive order that said, let's use the Pentagon, let's use military bases. We're in discussions regarding a project such as that today. Secondly, with a little bit of government support, that Idaho National Labs has agreed that they can cut a year off the development of the plant that we are putting online that will be a full-blown demonstration plant, at least 2 tons a day, and we can start delivering actual rare earths to our Defense Department, to various other, they talk about the Stargate project. We've allocated $500 billion, artificial intelligence, medical applications. Nobody's ever talked about medical. Well, guess what? You can't have diagnostic equipment. You can't have the new technologies that are coming out without rare earths.
So let's hear now, Mr. Mashinsky, I'm going to ask you on the type of tax credits, incentives, regulatory reform, some of your thoughts on what we need to do to springboard and blast off, if you will, or at least get off the ground.
Thank you, Congressman. For me and for RER, and I assume the other businesses here, it's market stability that is important. We have tried to start up businesses before, and the Chinese are very aware. The Chinese are very smart people. They can flood the market and deplete prices and drive us out of business. You will recall that even MP, Mountain Pass at the time, was driven into bankruptcy by that exact point. So I agree a strategic stockpile is important. This is a nascent industry in the United States. And the companies here, mine included, need a foothold. We're not looking for the government to give us a complete handout. We need a foothold so that we can get investors, so that we can have bankable contracts, so that we can go to capital and have a business plan that they don't have to be concerned about market manipulation.
All right, quickly, Ms. Stoy, you agree?
Yes, absolutely. The thing that I talk to when I talk to investors is they say, well, what about China? What about the market? For me to deliver